100 in power, field at Mile High. And off we go from Denver. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Richardson will throw to start out here. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Richardson back to throw it. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Pierce the intended target there. 3rd down here. But you look at this Bronco defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom. Number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
He'll let one go deep for downs. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Richardson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Here's Nix. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
The Broncos at 2-11 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Here's 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Working out of the gun is Nix. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Nix. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
They're going. It's Nix. Runs through the contact. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as he's got it up to the 13. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Richardson looking to throw this. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And this is caught. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A short throw to Ingram. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Nix to the air. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Adam Troutman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are back within a score. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Richardson out of the shotgun. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Play action. Now Richardson. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, 46 yards. And the Colts are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 17-8. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Finds his tight end Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
70 Rangers.
Throwing Nix. He targets Ingram for another grab. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And now an audible here into something else. Here's Nix once more. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. They go play. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Now it's Richardson. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. He stiff-arms him. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now it's Nix. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bo Nix, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Richardson working from the gun. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Track at 60. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Check smash. Check smash. Let go.
A final shot before break. Nix. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Shut up. Cowboy 80. Keep it moving.
The give is to McLaughlin, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
19 Lion.
Back to throw. Nix. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10.
Ready? 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
Looking to throw. Nix. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He'll get that complete to Vele.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to the air with Nix.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check go.
Here's Nix.
He's got it. Touchdown, Broncos.
Jaleel McLaughlin
From 4 yards out.
And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Sack.
They'll try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Richardson. He'll let one go deep for downs. This is intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
19,
Here's Richardson to throw. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Now Richardson yet again.
Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now Richardson.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60. Here we go. Here we go. Buffalo 18. Ready?
To throw is Nix. Seen this one before. Ingram has another one. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Nix to the air. They'll set up the screen. It's McLaughlin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Shut up. Bronco 80. Bring it. Make it play here. Face it. Just take it to him. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Do this offense.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Back to throw. Nix. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here we go. 1st and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. McLaughlin is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Second down, goal to go.
Cougar 19. Go.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll wind up going as a sack and a loss of 2. And now the task gets more difficult here on 3rd and goal. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Let's all open. Warriors 70.
They'll look to throw.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
19 tight. 19 tight. 19 Lions. Go.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. And that's a big number. It is going to be touchdown pass number 50 for him on the year. Just 5 shy now of Peyton Manning's all-time mark for most touchdown passes in one season. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. To throw, here's Nix. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Richardson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Here's Richardson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. Throwing Nix. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Broncos, it's just their 3rd win on the campaign as they move to 3-11 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll get a chance to